Okay, so earlier this year I had the pleasure of driving some historic cars, courtesy of our boss, Zach. And yeah, just thought I'd run you through some of the differences. First one, these are cars from, the 80s, 90s. First biggest difference, gearbox. There was this thing called a gear stick in the car, which we obviously don't have anymore. Got just the paddles at the back of the wheel. That makes a huge difference. So yeah, that was probably the main thing that was the hardest to get my head around. I've never driven a race car with a H pattern or a sequential gearbox for that matter, so that took some getting used to. Other thing attached with that, you have 3 pedals in the car, not 2. So that was another thing to get your head around, just all the shifting. That was by far the hardest thing to get used to. So yeah, that from a driving point of view, that was the toughest challenge. The other differences, just how much safer and how much bulkier the cars are today. The chassis are incredibly thick and just strong compared to what they were back then. Your legs kind of were the crash structure previously, so I'm glad that that's changed. The sport's moved on a fair way since then. But yeah, just being able to look out the side of the car and see the ground, that was a bit of an eye-opener as well. So yeah, I think that's probably the biggest difference from actually sitting in the car. You feel a lot more exposed, and yeah, just a lot less safe in all honesty. And then driving, just very, very different. The cars back then, much lighter, so they feel a bit different. Aerodynamics, obviously less advanced as well, a bit simpler, a bit more straightforward. The noise, very, very different. Got to drive a car with a V12 in it, which was as cool as you think it was. So yeah, just a lot of differences and a bit more raw, I would say, a bit less refined. The cars today are so well engineered and yeah, just well put together that everything feels really smooth. Whereas back in the day, a bit more raw, a few more vibrations, just a bit more hardcore to drive. So a lot of differences, but those are probably the biggest ones.